Ring on It Season 3, Episode 9. And I'm calling this episode, What They Love About Each Other is Also What They Hate. Ladies, you ever meet a man and at first the things that you loved about him become the things that start getting on your nerves? At first you loved it and now you can't stand it. Well, that is what is going on with these three couples. And I'm going to go through each one of them because I'm like, the very things they complain about are also seem like the very things that they like about the people and draws them to the people. So first of all, I'm going to start off with Shae and Alfonso because, to be honest with you, they seem like they're making the most progress, especially Shae. She done come to some revelations out here. The one thing we done learn about Alfonso is he loves attention. He loves it. He soaks it up like a dry sponge. I mean, when he was on that date with the girl, I forget her name, he was them compliments and all that loving she was doing on him and admiration and flirting. He was just soaking it up and they was flirting with each other back and forth. It was like two attention people feeding each other, fools feeding each other. He loved it. He had a wonderful time. Alfonso loves attention. This is also probably why he can't draw boundaries around people because he likes the attention and he doesn't really want any boundaries because it makes him feel good. The attention makes him feel good. Why would you cut off people who are making you feel good? That's really Alfonso's biggest problem is that he really does love the attention. So he's finding it hard to draw boundaries or he doesn't even like altercations. He doesn't like controversy. You could tell he really don't like to argue. You could tell Alfonso actually probably is a really nice guy. He's actually warm and cuddly. I could actually see that soothing from him. And all that friendliness and warmth and coziness is probably what initially attracted Shae. To me, Alfonso comes off as a person that has a generous spirit. I bet you he adorns Shae with a lot of gifts. And I bet you that's also why she likes him. I think he has a generous spirit. And through his generous spirit, he also gets people who love on him and admire him and who also give him attention. So it's just the way that he keeps the cycle going. So although Shae loves his generosity, she loves his kind spirit, you know what? She doesn't like the fact that he shares that with other people. That lies her biggest problem. She doesn't like that Alfonso is spread around. She wants all that generosity, all that caring, all that stuff she likes about Alfonso. She wants it all for her. And when he goes out and disseminates it in the world and gives it to other people, it's what makes her start to feel jealous. And it also makes her start to feel vulnerable and uneasy. I bet you if you go out with Alfonso, he buying drinks, he's doing everything. I know he is. Can I go out with Shae Alfonso? Because I know he's going to get a bottle at the table. But Shae is turning a corner. Because I think what she realized and what Dr. Nicole helped her realize was that her fear of Alfonso cheating is driving her crazy in the present day. And that is what she's starting to say. She was so afraid of Alfonso cheating that what she's doing is she lives in constant fear of it. She really does. But I think what Dr. Nicole is helping Shae with is, first of all, you can't control Alfonso. You can't make him a different person than what he is. You're going to have to trust him. And you're going to have to control your own jealousy. And what Shae realized was that, you know what? Worst case scenario is we don't make it. But if we don't make it, you know what? I'm going to be okay. And that's what Shae is telling herself. I don't need to live in constant fear that we're going to break up or that Alfonso's going to go off and cheat on me. And even if that does happen and we don't make it, I'm going to be okay. And her being able to be confident that she's going to be okay allows her to settle down and rest a little bit more. Now her jealousy, her fear isn't making her want to control Alfonso because now she's resting in it. She's feeling more comfortable. And you know what Shae calming down is doing to Alfonso? Is actually making him afraid. He's so used to this jealous Shae, always running around, trying to control him, showing all her jealousy. And in a lot of ways, that's attention too. Alfonso, in one way, he hates her jealousy, but in another way, it's also a level of attention for Alfonso. He likes it too. He likes the jealousy of Shae in some ways, but also he doesn't like it. But once Shae starts calming down, he starts to realize, oh, snap, I better get it together because now she ain't out here acting a fool. She might leave me. I'm proud of these two. They are actually making progress to go along the way. And I hope that whatever they're doing or whatever revelations they're coming to, they keep it going. I'm actually more hopeful for these two now than I was like maybe a couple episodes ago. Shorty and Kenneth, another love-hate relationship. First of all, Kenny's funny. I don't know anybody out here. I don't care if you think Kenny's crazy, because he is kind of crazy. His funniness ventures on crazy. But Kenny is funny. Kenny is the life of the party. He keeps you laughing. But that's Louisiana men. Kenny can say he's living in Atlanta, but he got a Louisiana soul. Because Louisiana men, there's a couple of things people know about Louisiana men and women. They love to party. They always can have a party. They like to drink. They like to cook, and they like to eat. And we've seen that all with Kenny. Kenny likes to party, likes to have a good time, likes to turn up. He keeps everybody laughing. Dr. Nicole be laughing. Everybody on that cast be laughing at Kenny. I be laughing at Kenny at home, and I know y'all be laughing at Kenny too. Shorty, on the other hand, is a stick in the mud, and she's boring. So I'm quite sure that in the beginning, the reason why Shorty was attracted to Kenny is because he probably was the life of the party. He was fun. He probably took her out of her comfort zone. He brought all the entertainment and fun to the relationship. And now the very thing she liked about him in the beginning, she can't stand because she looks at it as being immature. Kenny just likes to live his life differently. He doesn't want to live his life so seriously like a Shorty wants to live. He wants to live life living on the edge, more cavalier, having fun. And Shorty's more serious. She wants him to buckle down and get things accomplished and do that. They're just two different people. But the very thing that keeps Shorty in their relationship is the fun. Now we kept saying, why is Shorty still there? We always kept saying, why is she still there if it was about Kenny not being on her level? She's still there because Kenny is what brings the fun and excitement to her life. Because Shorty is boring and it is a stick in the mud. But these two, I don't see no hope for them. They actually need to break up. Shorty needs to go and find herself another boring man like her, and they can sit on the couch and be boring. And Kenny needs to go out and get a woman who lives life a little bit less seriously, likes to have fun, likes to go out, likes to party, likes to smile, likes to do different things like that, who's a bit more balanced with him. These two, I don't see no hope for. I'm glad that Shorty realized that what she said was she needs to stop trying to make Kenny a person he's not, and she needs to go out and find that man who she wants. That's it. She needs to go out and find the person who's boring and who makes the money that she wants him to make, as opposed to the guy who likes to have fun but doesn't make a lot of money. Charlotte and Otis. Now these two, like I said, they both like attention. They both like attention. And what they love about each other is they love being able to walk in a room with each other on their arm. Because I'm telling you, when these two probably will walk in a room hand in hand, all dressed up, they're going to turn some heads. And they love all that attention. When people turn and look at them like, oh, who's that couple? They look good together. They love all of that. And like I said last episode, Charlene, I'm sorry if I'm messing up her name. She loved to make Otis jealous. She loves to make Otis jealous. And she did it again this week. This whole I need to close your date with that man, Chris, girl, you knew what you was doing. It was to make Otis jealous again. But then the very thing she loves about making him jealous, because it probably makes her feel good that he's jealous and he's chasing her, is the very thing that she don't like. Because when he gets jealous, you know what he gets? Controlling. And she don't like that. So the very thing she loves about him is also the thing she hates about him. But Charlotte ain't thinking about this man, Chris. She ain't going to be able to handle Chris. You know why? Because Chris is not jealous. You could tell. He's out here confident. He could care less. He ain't going to be jealous of you, Charlotte. And that's why she's uncomfortable with him. Is because she realized that you know what? He ain't jealous at all. And that part about him not being jealous actually scares Charlotte. Because a part of Otis's jealousy actually makes Charlotte feel kind of secure. She feels like, oh, well, he ain't going nowhere because he's so jealous of other people. He gonna stick right here by my side. Like I told you before, when we were talking about Otis being controlling of Charlotte, there was a lot of times when I looked at Otis's face and he was scared of Charlotte. He is scared that Charlotte would leave him. But Otis is tit for tat because as soon as Charlotte said she was going out with Chris, he said he going back out with Shae. He don't care about Shae. That whole date, he was barely looking at Shae. In fact, when his drink was low, he was like, can I get another drink over here? He was basically like, when is this going to be over? He was not interested in going out with Shae. He only did it because Charlotte pulled that little stunt and said she wanted to go out on a closure date. I was thinking earlier that these two might have figured it out, but I'm becoming less hopeful that they can figure it out too, because these two actually probably need different partners. They need a partner who's going to allow them to have the spotlight in the relationship. They need a partner who doesn't mind stepping back and letting the other person be up front. There are a lot of people like that. Everybody doesn't need the spotlight. Lots of people are okay with the background. But between these two, they want to be the top dog in the relationship. They want all the attention. And because of that, they fight for the podium, and it actually makes a clash between them two. They actually need different partners. But they're going to have a dilemma. They're going to have to change the way they choose partners and the way they think, because the very thing that makes them choose a person so that they can look good together actually becomes the problems when they're out in the world and they realize that although we look good together, that person also wants the spotlight. So how do I balance that? How do I balance that being with another person that makes me feel good and makes me feel like I get more attention by being with them also takes attention away from me on another side? They got some work to do. They got some work to figure out who their best partner is, but I'm not quite sure they're the best partner for each other. I think that Otis really loves Charlana. I really do. But I'm not sure they can actually work this out. And to be honest with you, it actually seems like Otis is closer to actually working it out than Charlana. Charlana still feels like she likes to play that jealousy card a lot to make Otis jealous. And I'm not for sure why she continually plays that card. We'll have to see what happens in the end. Does Otis decide to propose to her? I won't be surprised if he does, because I actually think he really loves her. But that's it, y'all. Talk to you later. Bye.